Raise your hand if you have a pet at home. Most everyone in the class. Now raise your hand if that pet at home is a dog. Again, about everyone in the class. Have you ever been playing with your dog or dogs and wondered, where do dogs come from? Dogs are known as a man's best friend, but that has definitely not always been the case. Today we will discuss the origin of dogs, how they were introduced to man, and how dogs proceeded to be a man's best friend. After doing some research online, I'm very excited to share the information I found with all of you. According to science writer Virginia Morell, dogs have been around for over 100,000 years. A common belief is that dogs derived from wolves. According to PBS, the dog is a direct offspring of the gray wolf. In other words, dogs are basically just domesticated wolves. Over time, wolves' bodies and disposition began to change. Their ears started to flop, their heads started to shrink, as well as their teeth and paws. According to PBS, scientists say that dogs were domesticated so long ago and have been crossbred with wolves so many times that their genes look like a completely homogeneous bowl of soup. If you have a dog, maybe you've asked yourself how dogs began to be pets. Long, long ago, an unlikely partnership between humans and wolves began. According to natural history writer Lawrence A. Marshall, a popular belief about dogs is that humans, such as early hunters and gatherers, started domesticating wolves around 10,000 to 30,000 years ago. Wolves gained an obedient temperament, which really helped them become not as frightening to humans. Wolves even began to understand the various expressions that appear on humans' faces. There's also another belief about how wolves were domesticated. This belief is that wolves were domesticated by themselves by scavenging the carcasses left by hunters and/or wandering around campfires, becoming more tame with each interaction that they have with humans until they became companions. Would you say that your dog is your best friend? How many of you would say that? Just about everybody in the class. Scientists believe that the friendship between dogs and humans began when humans started taking wolf pups. After taking wolf pups away from their pack, people began raising and domesticating them. Once hunters started training the wolf pups to hunt, they really began to hit it off. Hunters would offer the wolves food, provide shelter, and the wolves would act as guard dogs to predators or strangers. The wolves that took on this relationship with humans became loyal companions and eventually were domesticated as dogs. In conclusion, dogs have been around for a very long time. They evolved from wolves, and today there are as many as 339 different types of dog breeds that have become a very important part of people's everyday lives. Thank you.
Wow.